So I saw like people on Twitter were saying this is like very controversial or whatever, and I really don't get it and all that stuff. If you don't know, this is Batman Beyond the White Knight, issue 1, and it's set, I don't know, 10, 20 years in the future or something. Like it's really kind of hard to tell because you don't just tell us. And so we go from having like the Batman Gotham City to the Batman Beyond Gotham City. I mean, look at this craziness back here. Like we've definitely skipped ahead. And we start out with our main character, Terry McGinnis, who everybody's like, oh no, this is somehow controversial, which I don't get. Breaking into basically the Batcave and getting an old but new Batsuit out. So boom, there we go. Terry McGinnis now has the Batman Beyond suit, and he beats up some cops, and it's well, not cops, some maybe they are cops, some security guards. It's really great stuff. Next, we check in with Bruce inside the prison. You can see we got like super tech. Look at that, like shock baton or whatever. And he's dealing with like the gang that's the Sons of Azrael. Why that's a thing, I'm not really sure. But whatever. It's a thing. It's happening. The art is really good. Oh, let me just put this down so you can appreciate. Over here we got like stuff happening. Look at this dude's face. Looks pretty good, don't it? So we got stuff happening over here. And he rescues you know, we've okay, hold on, let me sit back for a second. I don't remember this rewrite to the continuity, but apparently, um, the dead Robin was actually the first Robin and not the second Robin in the White Knight universe. I think I missed that detail, or I forgot that detail in the previous books if it was ever even put in them. That's kind of a weird choice, but this little panel construction over here is pretty good. So you got like a riot back there. He's rescued him. Boom. They're hanging out in the cell. They clearly do not have a good, happy relationship, and why should they? You know, that's kind of thing with all these Bat characters in most people's Batman stories is they all end up hating Bruce for various reasons, and honestly, that trope has gotten kind of old. Like, I don't get it, man. But we are going into the Batman Beyond universe, which or type of universe, I should say. Which, if you've ever read the Mark of the Phantasm collected trade paperback of like 3 issues. I don't know if that was like the name of the whole storyline or what, but we definitely see why um, Dick Grayson and Barbara hate Bruce in that, and it's pretty grody, and it's one of the few things in comic books that legitimately like makes me a little bit upset when I think about it, and I go, somehow that's canonical. Like it shouldn't be. But I like this. This is a great sequence. He just saved his butt, and look, he's already rejecting him right here. Like, was this 2 minutes later? And then they start a little heart to heart here. Get some memories. You can see how it's not really sepia toned, but it's yellowed with age. It's really great. It's a great touch with the coloring right there. Legitimately, this is one of my favorite pages on the book right here because you got all this emotional stuff up at the top, all this emotional stuff at the bottom, and it's just Brucing it up because why is he still in jail? He's a billionaire. Did you think he had just bought his way out because he gave the city all of his money? We check in with Harley and her kids and little ooh, little unhappiness there. We get like some more exposition and stuff, and things happen. And I'm going to stop talking about what's going on in the book. I just had a lot of fun reading this. Like I don't have enough investment in this to be like, oh man, I'm going to go criticize this panel or that panel or this characterization or that characterization. It's clearly doing its own thing, and that's okay. That's okay. This whole spin-off universe has been pretty interesting so far. I don't like some of the choices that were made. I really don't. But, when you don't have a big shared continuity, you can make whatever weird choices you want. And those choices have honestly worked out to tell a pretty interesting story. I expect this will tell a pretty interesting story. I don't necessarily like this cover because this is like my main and I guess only real criticism of the book is just this cover. because the Batman Beyond the White Knight logo is smaller than Wayne. So it looks like the book is actually named Wayne, which kind of a weird choice. You could just have the Batman Beyond the White Knight logo, whatever it is, up there. In fact, is there a cover gallery or something in the back? Yeah. I guess that's what the logo looks like. This looks like the cover for issue 2. Like, that should have just been up there. It should have just been hanging out right up there, and we shouldn't have had to have been like, Wayne, book 1, what? You know, because that's controversial. Not controversial. That's confusing, and it's confusion that doesn't need to be there. All right, you all take care. Check this out. Like, if you've liked any of this other Sean Murphy stuff, I expect this to be pretty good. So if you've liked any of that, you should check this out because, well, it's more of that kind of stuff, you know? You all take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.